Hello, wonderful people. It's Mark here from Not Defining. I hope you're doing so well. Do you struggle with intrusive thoughts or high anxiety? Do you sometimes struggle to manage all of the different thoughts that are coming in and out of your brain? A lot of us can have these kind of thoughts which can really run away with themselves, and we cannot get them out of our heads. Today I'm going to be sharing with you an amazing exercise which you can use today, which has helped me personally and so many of my clients to overcome obsessive thoughts and to really start to heal. So let's say that the thought comes in. The first thing that I want you to do is to simply notice it. Okay? Notice that you're having a thought, and you can say to yourself even, I notice that I'm having a thought about whatever, okay? So once you've noticed it, what I want you to do is to try to identify the feeling that is underneath the thought, okay? Our thoughts in our brain are actually just responses to a fundamental core feeling. And if we can identify what that is, then we can get to the root cause. So in one word, try to tell me what the feeling is. Okay, it might be panic, it might be fear, it might be discomfort, it might be unease, confusion, or it might be something else. But try to identify it in one word. And you can say, I notice that I am having the feeling of, let's say, for example, fear. Okay? What we're doing when we notice is we're actually starting to create a degree of separation between us and the thought. Okay? And we're also identifying the core feeling. All right? So the next thing that I want you to do is I want you to just feel your body and try to work out where that feeling is coming up in your body. Okay, and you don't need to overthink it, okay? Oftentimes we think that our feelings are in our heads. Well, actually, no, our thoughts are in our heads. But the feeling is actually felt somewhere in the body. We all have experienced that feeling of anxiety or nervousness in our stomach. Yeah, pins and needles. We've all felt that feeling of hurt or heartache, or longing in our heart or our chest space, right? We often feel a lot of tension, and anxiety and sense of responsibility or dread or, heaviness in our shoulder or our neck, right? And it might be somewhere else in the body, but just without thinking too much about it, just try to locate the feeling in your body. Okay? The next thing that I want you to do is to visualize what that feeling looks like. So let's say the feeling is fear. What does fear look like in your body? Does it have a color? Does it have a shape? Does it have a texture? Is it moving or is it static? Is it sharp and spiky or is it soft and round? Is it heavy? Is it like metallic? Or is it fluffy? Right? Does it have light coming out of it? Whatever you can do to try to visualize that feeling. Now, oftentimes this can feel a little bit strange when we first do it, and that's okay. We are not really taught how to visualize our feelings. But once again, what we're doing here is we are creating distance between us and the feeling. Okay? And this is what's going to get us out of that intrusive thought cycle. Okay? By the way, if you like these kind of exercises, then please come and join our Patreon. It's patreon.com/notdefining. Got loads more exercises like this, and I can even make you tailored ones just for you and your situation. So what we've done is we've noticed, we've identified, and we are visualizing. Okay? The next thing that I want you to do is to just scan the space around you. Okay? So often when we feel these feelings that are kind of highly anxious or really, really intense, they're actually feelings of fear or feeling of dread or feeling of panic, right? And in reality, there's nothing in our physical world that requires us to feel those intense feelings, right? No, we're not going to be attacked. There's not some wild animal about to pounce on us, okay? And provided that you are safe in your physical space in this moment, just acknowledge that, okay? So we're acknowledging that we are actually safe in our physical space and that our body is creating these thoughts, creating this sensation involuntarily, okay? Then the next thing that I want to invite you to do is to place a hand on the part of your body where that feeling is coming up. So let's say it's fear and it's in my chest, all right? So I would just place a hand gently, okay? Visualize the fear. Okay, let's say it looks like a black cloud, black cloud, and it's in my chest and it's kind of going into my arms and down into my stomach and it's coming up my neck, and it's kind of moving, Put your hand on it, okay? Maybe close your eyes if it feels comfortable and just feel how it feels to place a hand on the feeling. Now, we're not trying to do anything with the feeling. We're not trying to get it away. We're not trying to change it or shift it in any way. Okay? We're not trying to push it away. What we're doing is we're just noticing. Does it move? Does it get smaller? Does it get bigger? Does it stay the same? Okay? And it really doesn't matter what happens or what doesn't happen. It's just about, once again, sensing. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is really, really important. I want you to welcome the feeling. Okay? So often when we're having intrusive thoughts, what's actually happening is that the feeling has come up in our body and the thoughts are trying to distract our brain from the unpleasant feeling. So we might feel fear. Let's say we go to a gay bar and we're still in the closet and we feel this fear coming up like, oh my gosh, maybe people are going to out me. The fear comes up and then our brain kicks in. What our brain is doing is trying to protect us. Okay? So it's trying to go, what do we do in this situation? What should we do? How should we get out of it? What does this mean? Am I really gay? Or, should I come out? Or do people know? I wonder if they know. What are they thinking about me? What are they, and it just goes crazy. The brain's trying to help. Actually, when we connect with the fear itself, we can really, truly soothe it rather than trying to think our way out of it. Okay. So what we don't want to do is we don't want to push that fear away or that feeling away by thinking through it, trying to get rid of it. What we actually want to do is counterintuitive. We want to welcome it in. So we can say, welcome to the feeling. I welcome you. It's okay that you're here. I see you. I feel you. You're in my chest. You're in my shoulders, whatever. It's okay that you're here. Okay, it's okay that you are in my body at this moment. Okay, and the next thing we want to say to it is, I'm listening. Okay, you are here for a reason. And this is so important. Oftentimes when we have unpleasant sensations, we want to get rid of them. Of course we do, because they don't feel good. However, they are always there for a reason. Sometimes we don't know why they're there, and we don't think that they're there for a reason, but they are. And what they really want to do is just be felt. Okay? Once you actually hear what that feeling has come into your body to say, it will feel heard, it will process, and it will dissipate. But so often we run away from it and we push it down with the thoughts in our head, trying to fix it because we're scared of it, that it actually stays there and it gets worse and worse and worse. So what we're doing is we're reversing that process and we're bringing it into our body. And we're saying, hey, it's okay that you're here. You are valid. You have something to say and I'm listening. Okay? Takes a while to get it, but you will. And the next thing that you can do is then just simply listen to it. Okay? It might be making a noise. Yeah, is there any sound coming from it? Sometimes it might be making a sound of yeah, or it might be making a sound of ah, yeah, or it might be some other kind of sound that you sense when you connect with that feeling. It might be words as well. It might be both. Okay, so words might come up. And try to listen without judgment, because a lot of the time it can surprise us, and it might be saying something that we're not really aware we needed to hear. So just try and listen without any judgment. What is it saying? It might say, hey, I'm really, really scared, right? Or it might say, oh, goodness, like, I really, really need a break. Yeah, or it might say, I'm just so overwhelmed. Yeah, or something else. So listen to the message that the feeling has for you. And then the final step is to ask it what it needs from you. Okay? And this is the most important one of all. Honestly, 100% of the time when you are feeling a sensation, it's there for a reason, and it is there because you have a need, which has most of the time been unmet. And our intrusive thoughts are a mechanism for us to keep denying ourselves that need, because deep down we're scared of having that need. Right? It goes back to our childhood or previous experiences where our needs weren't met. Okay? This need is coming up. It just has to be heard. So treat it with kindness. What do you need? Okay? What does your body need in this moment? And the beautiful thing about it is that so often, in my experience, it's a really simple need. Oftentimes it's, do you know what? I just need a rest. Or do you know what? I really, really just need to step back from the situation. Or I really, really need a hug. Or I really just need some nurturing. Right? So whatever it is that feeling is asking from you, try to give it. Sometimes it'll be something physical that you can do, actually having a rest, yeah, or actually saying no to something or asking for help. But other times it can just be a mindset. It can just be like, I just need some compassion. And so you can actually visualize giving compassion to that part of your body. Yeah, giving pleasure to that part of your body. Just visualize that part of your body. Often it feels empty in that part. Filling it up with love, with compassion, with, good feelings towards that part of your body, and saying, I deserve pleasure. I deserve to have things that I want. I deserve to feel compassion. I deserve love, and these kind of things. Okay? So finally, you can thank the feeling if you want. Say thank you for the message. I needed to hear that. And then just notice what you feel. Notice what happens. Are you still having that cycle of intrusive thoughts? I'm willing to bet that simply even going through this process will have distracted you sufficiently so that you have broken yourself out of this cycle. And at best, really, sometimes this can truly transform what is really going on for you and start to break that intrusive anxiety for good. So there it is. I hope that you use this. I hope that you enjoy it. If you do, then please let me know. Let me know your experiences. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. I would be happy to answer, and click that subscribe button because we've got loads more like this coming out, and I wish you a wonderful day. Finally, if you would like more exercises like this, then check out these 2 videos coming up, and I will speak to you again soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.